What's going on, guys? It is Goalazio here. Welcome back to another FIFA 19 career mode video. And guys, today I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring you the best players you can sign for under £1 million. There's been update after update, and I've made 2 of these videos already. And let's be honest, those players are now up in value. They're no longer $1 million. And I'm going to bring you some more because EA have been adding a lot of new players, a lot of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds to the actual game. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring this because some of you might be thinking, I'm going to do one more career mode now. One more career mode for FIFA 20 and that's it. We got EA Play around the corner as well, so hopefully some FIFA 20 career mode news. I highly doubt it, but you never know, fingers crossed. But what I want to bring for you today, guys, is of course those best players you can sign for under £1 million. These players are low in rating, but with an incredible potential, especially at that young age of around 16, 17. I got a load for you guys. Be sure to hit that like button. Of course, if you are new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But anyway, without further ado, let's go on into the first player. Right, guys, so the first player we're going to be looking at is the one and only Riccati. He starts off at 63 rated with a whopping potential of 86, so he grows quite dramatically. Playing in that centre mid or central attacking midfield position, entirely up to you, but he is a CM to start with. His ratings are pretty all-round central midfield material. Usually, if you have an all-and-out CAM or a CDM, they tend to orientate in one particular region of their actual attributes. Like, for example, a attack midfielder tends to have a bit more pace compared to a midfielder and a CDM, but CDM tends to have more strength. But here, he's a perfectly all-round. To be fair, at 63 rate, he has 68 acceleration, 67 sprint speed, and he is going to actually go out quite dramatically when he gets that 86 rated. And of course, he's only going to cost you less than £1 million as well. He's going to cost you around 800k, which is ridiculously cheap. Right, guys, coming in next, we do have a Gomi, who is another central midfielder at 16 years old. The French central midfielder at 63 rated he's coming in at, and he does have a couple of traits, which is kind of the biggest thing to actually start with. He does have the playmaker trait and the flair trait, which is absolutely incredible to begin with at that 63 rated. But you look at his stats again, he's a pretty decent all-round central midfielder, but one of his key stats is that vision at 69 rated to actually start with, which I think is pretty good. And his ball control is at 66. That's going to jump up quite drastically to start with. But if I was you guys, if you are going to sign him, he can't play at any other position other than centre mid. Some of you might think, oh, I might put him Cam, might put him CDM. He's a centre mid guy. So if you are playing a 4-1-2-1-2 or potentially a 4-3-2-1, basically you need a centre mid there. This guy's absolutely perfect for you. Coming in next, guys, is one of the cheapest players you will sign. He plays for Liverpool. It is However, and he is starting off at around 500k for you guys. He does play right back. He's 16 years old, which is ridiculously good at 61 rated as well. So some of his key stats is that acceleration and sprint speed at around 72 pace or so to actually begin with in that first season. And let's be honest, guys, for 61 rated, and if you are in the likes of League 2, League 1 potentially, this guy is going to be an absolute rapid little beast down that right-hand side for you. This particular player reminds me a little bit of a cheaper Max Aarons, to be truthfully honest. He has that pace, he gets up the field is quite a lot as well, but he's an absolute brilliant player. Guys, I won't lie, the Netherlands, you can have a really good defense from the Netherlands. You could have De Ligt, Van Dijk, you could have whoever as well, one of them. So absolutely incredible lineup if you want to go with Dutch Challenge potentially. Got a bit of a common theme at the moment. I don't have any skill moves in these latest updates. But anyway, we are going for Lennie Pinto, who's another French striker. Can play on the winger side as well, down the left-hand side. But he is 64 rated to actually begin with. He's going to cost you right on the cusp of £1 million. But like I say, with a lot of players, especially if they are low rated, even if they don't have potential, because this guy has 85 potential, which is amazing. He has 78 acceleration, 75 sprint speed, his agility and balance, 81 agility and 76 balance. When those two attributes, balance and agility, are high enough, no matter what rating he actually is, he is going to be absolutely incredible for you. And he has 64 finishing, which is pretty decent for a 64 rated player at 17 years old for Lyon. Staying in the French League, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Zachary, who plays for PSG. He's a left back, 16 years old, and we have a 4-star weak foot ability playing on our left-hand side. He does have potential of 84, only valued at around 400k, so cheaper than however, which is absolutely amazing. But at 61 rated, some of his key stats are once again that acceleration, agility, and balance, which is at 90. 90! He's 61 rated, man. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. One of the biggest things is, well, he has a low wage. He has around $3,000 wage, which, to be truthfully honest, actually, I should reiterate that, is a little higher for a 61 rated player, but you're going to get it cheaper than that. You probably sign for around 1.4 thousand, I would say, something down those lines on that wage. But anyway, one incredible player to have on your side, especially in this new update. So we get Kivar Karara because Mr. Parrot is joined the side, 4-star weak foot at 16 years old. The Irishman is coming in at 58 rated, possibly the biggest growth that we have in this lineup because he goes up to 84, which is amazing. But another very fast player to actually have in your side as a striker at 77 pace, and he has 73 sprint speed. And as agility and balance, his agility is actually at a decent rating, but his balance not so much, but you do get away with it with ever so slightly higher agility. But one of the big things I noticed is this guy works better in a partnership more than anything. So if you are playing a lone striker, if I'm honest, I don't think he will work for you. I honestly think it's more of you have a partnership, you have a taller player, and then you have your 5'9" Parrot there. And then he grows quite drastically. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It'll be interesting to see. Going next, guys, we do have a very versatile central midfielder who can play right down the middle of the park. It is Coach Rain playing for Hearts in the Scottish League, of course. He does have 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Coming in at 5'10", does have a good trait of a technical dribbler. Well, of course, only CPU only, but you have that slightly extra ability to be able to control the ball a lot better. But his standout stats, of course, as a centre mid is that passing at 72. His shot power is not too shabby, though, at 66, but his balance is the biggest one, which I think is vitally important, especially being in that League 2 setting, guys. 80 balance, which is absolutely brilliant. His pace and acceleration grows up as you develop him as well, especially with that 84 potential, and he's only valued at 800k. The guy's pretty cheap, guys. Check him out. Coming in next, guys, we do have Oliver Skip, 2-star skills and 3-star weak foot. It is another CDM. I like to see this guy as a very good backup to Tonali, if you're actually going to sign Tonali. Just because he does have around 84 potential, you can easily swap him out. He's going to be a very good player. He does have a high defensive work rate and a medium attacking work rate, which I think, to be fair, is pretty decent. That's very similar to Tonali-esque. But he does have a trait, dives into tackles. And of course, that's CPU only, but he does like to have a good proper lunge, so he will try and get the ball back for you. But generally, as a CDM, he's a general all-round player with his actual statistics. Nothing too much actually stands out other than that stamina at 74. One of the biggest things, one of the biggest issues I've noticed with a lot of youngsters in here is that basically you have a good player, but their stamina is absolutely awful. But he starts off with good stamina, so quite easily when he gets to 84 rated, when that's a plus 19 overall, I wouldn't be surprised if VAR is close to 90 itself. That's stamina. Anyway, guys, let's jump to the next player. So, you know when I was mentioning about Parrot, saying you need a player to kind of partner up with him just because he's shorter? This is the guy for you, Kivar Karara. I do apologise for pronouncing these names wrong, guy. I do look them up, but unfortunately some of the language, I just don't know how you pronounce it in, like, Czech, if I'm truthfully honest. But anyway, less of that. He starts off at 61 rated, potential of 83, which is pretty good if I'm truthfully honest. And he does have a valuation of around 500 grand. High attacking work rate, low defensive work rate. So the brilliant thing is that if you play quite crossing football or long ball football, this guy's absolutely perfect for you because he stays at the top. He can win the header at 6'3", so he does absolutely brilliant for you. His jump is at 63, his strength is at 67, so when he starts to improve, get closer to that 83 rated, he's going to end up doing really well. He's going to knock anyone off the board. I think he can do that exactly now. But he does have a little secret trait. He does have 73 penalties, so he is a bit of a penalty taker for you guys if you do want to check that out for him. But anyway, honestly, works absolutely perfectly with Parrot. If you're in a League 2 setting, I would honestly recommend, as we are with Newport County in this, sign Parrot and Karara. They'll be absolutely brilliant for your actual side. So check them out, guys. Perfect. And they were the best players you can sign under a mil in the latest update. But anyway, guys, they were, like I just mentioned, the best players you can sign in FIFA 19 Career Mode for under £1 million, guys. Let's be honest, if I had £1 million for myself, I wouldn't sign it on a player. I'll probably end up just buying FIFA points, something like that. Or actually giving it to EA, or actually, no, I wouldn't give it to EA. I would develop my own FIFA Career Mode to make it the best there is, right? Anyway, guys, we went on a tangent there. But, guys, I want to say thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, because it does mean a lot. It supports the channel loads as well. I'm actually away this week. Again, I'm having a social life. It's ridiculous. I went away the other week to Egypt, and now I'm going away again this week. So it's absolutely incredible. But guys, thank you very much for all the support. It's been absolutely brilliant. We're very close to 1,800 subs, which is brilliant. So if we can get 2,000 very soon, that would mean so much to me. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Check me out on Goalazio, up on Twitter and stuff like that. Links are all in the description. And if you missed any other series, check them out by subscribing. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. And guess what? I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.